Hey, Chosen, Big Greg, got good news, man. I need you to come by the office. Ready to go to that next level? Let's elevate, man.
Let me take you up. Yeah. Ooh. You say you don't believe in love. Can't fool me, baby, I know you. I can sense your need for love. Even after all that we've been through, take my hand, allow me to lead the way. From a dark bitter night to a brighter day. Take a chance to see you and I can be the dream turn reality. Always been a ride or die. Imagine you and me against the world. You know you can't deny it was meant for you to be my girl. There's a time and place for you to be. Right now it's here next to me. Don't need to worry, you are safe as can be. Yeah. Go with me, let's elevate. Let me take away the pain and hold you near. Long as I got you, lady, have no fear. Ooh, let go of the past. It'll only hold us back, and ain't nobody got time for that. You to fall in love with me, that'd be far from a big mistake. No doubt in my mind, be the best decision you could make. They didn't see what I see in you, or adore you like I do. No need to worry, you are safe with me. Why don't you, yeah. Go with me, let's elevate. Go with me, let's elevate. Let me take away the pain and hold you near. Long as I got you, I got you. Let go of the past. It'll only hold us back, and ain't nobody got time for that. With me, let's elevate, elevate. Ooh, let go of the past. It'll only hold us back, and ain't nobody got time for that.
Good morning. This is your girl Lyric and
your boy Chosen, man. What's going on?
And we are the hosts of Morning Table Talk, Mondays and Thursdays from 9 to 11.
Yes, indeed. I hope y'all feeling good today. Y'all good? Y'all gonna have to forgive me. I know my voice is a little different today, man. I'm a little bit under the weather, but hey, we're still gonna get it cracking. You know. All right. Hope y'all made it to work in this rainy weather today. If you gotta be there at 9 and you already there, you good. If you gotta be there at 9 and you ain't there, I hope you got you a good little excuse as to why. You know what I'm saying? So
all it is rain, just a little rain.
Yeah, you 52 minutes late.
All right. Anyway. So we're coming to you this morning on this old dead jury morning. It's so gray outside.
Yeah, it's gray.
It's super gray outside. And the rain didn't bother me. I was okay with the rain. I can do the rain. Y'all Texans, it rain like this. Y'all act like it's a blizzard. So, but I think it's beautiful outside. So
Yeah, you know how I always feel about the dark gray skies, man. I'm especially if I don't
it's
have to
matching
go
your
nowhere.
voice today.
It is matching my voice for sure.
Them dark gray skies is matching his voice today.
Them dark gray skies when you don't have to go nowhere is beautiful.
I should have been up in the bed cuddling with my blow dryer under the covers. Anybody do that?
Yeah, I know somebody.
I have
that
my
do
blow
that.
dryer up under the covers. I'm sorry, gotta have my blow dryer. But today we're gonna be talking. I'm gonna be talking about a few things, but our most definite topic today is uplifting people.
Uplifting. That's
you know,
it. That's what I meant to say.
uplifting people, and just encouraging people. And we're also going to talk about relationships, having relations in the workplace. Yay or nay, having relations in the workplace and the problems that it could cause. So we're going to go ahead and start though with uplifting people,
I keep forgetting that
and
number,
sometimes
dog.
being that extra push that a person needs.
What's the number? 832-560?
832-560-22
60 2885.
2885.
All right, I got it. So if y'all want to call,
We're not
about
going to
the
be
10
inviting anybody to the lives, guys. So don't click on, because this is a actual radio show. So we don't bring anybody on the live, but you can call 832-560-2889.
2885.
I'm sorry, 2885.
It will be scrolling at the bottom of the screen live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. If anybody's watching us right now,
We're gonna have to get you live on TikTok, baby.
we will also, yes, I'm in the same position as Chosen.
If you
on
set it
that.
up, I can show you how to do it.
Okay. The last thing I want to say before I hand the microphone back to the host of the show is we'd love for you guys to call in and
Thank you guys.
call in and take part in this conversation. And I just got a brain fart and forgot what else I was about to say.
I'm gonna get that number one more time for you guys that don't see the screen. It's 832-560-2885.
Please share the video all over the world.
Please
This
share
show-
the video.
This show is all about
What's up,
uplifting
J.K.?
each other instead of putting each other down.
What's
Number
up?
one, and number two, relationships in the workplace. Yes or no?
Nope.
Should you or should you not?
No.
I did before. I ain't doing it again. Never again. Mm-mm. What y'all want to hit it with? So we're gonna talk about uplifting people.
We'll start
We're
with
gonna
that.
start with that. We're gonna start with
Since it's such a
uplifting
gloomy
people. Why is
day.
it?
Might be
Yeah.
somebody that needs
Lift
this
some
today.
spirits up, man. You know it don't cost. It don't take much to tell somebody, to give somebody some encouragement, and especially when you know them, and you might know their strengths and their weaknesses, and you can go to them and just say something real comforting and uplifting to them whenever compliment their strengths or maybe their gifts or something like that, because you never know what people going through. You never
Right.
know what they feel like in the morning. To just walk past somebody and say something, hey, yo, today gonna be a good day. Even saying today gonna be a good day is enough to like help people.
Some people, all it takes is a kind word in them,
Mm-hmm.
because some people, the thing about it is people go through things, and 2024, it hasn't gotten any better.
Yeah, I mean, you can always go through some stuff, but to
Yeah.
have somebody to help push
Those are
you
called
through
trials
it.
and tribulations, and some of them are called your fault.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm just telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because uplifting is one thing, and then it's another thing when you have people that you gotta. Sometimes I think a lot of things that happen to you, you're gonna have to look in the mirror and realize it's you.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people uplifting can also be negative. Not let me rephrase it. Sometimes it can be looked at as negative, because if they say something and you disagree with it, a lot of times if you're doing something and it's not beneficiary to you and people are trying to tell you about it, people get offended. They don't want nobody telling them how to do their shit.
But that's
They
the
things,
importance. That's the importance of being able to see the prism on all four sides.
Right.
To being able to have your perception, to be able to say, hey, I see it this way and I see it this way. Most people only see things one way.
Right. Perspective.
And they swear they right.
Right.
Swear they right. You gotta. I know for me, I never really look at myself as like I know everything. I don't know everything. So whenever people show me a different side, I take a minute to I take a minute to check that, to process what it is they're saying. Instead of just shooting it down and be like, oh man, you're wrong. And I take a minute. And then I might be like, yeah, I can see that.
Let me ask you this, okay? I had a situation hit me this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
A young lady hit me up. Young lady that used to work
Wrong?
for me, and she has a new baby, 2 months old, and she's in a situation. She's and that's part of helping somebody and uplifting, let them know everything's going to be okay. But in this situation, I kind of got aggravated because you're a young mom, your baby's 2 months old, you're living in a hotel. Now the hotel says you don't have any money, you have to get out. This is on a cold night this weekend. But you got your baby daddy with you. I got an issue with that. And the reason I have an issue with that is I have never met anyone, meaning my kids' fathers, that if I was in a bad place, you're going to sit there and be in that bad place with me. You're going to get up and make it better or try to make it better. So everything I did to encourage and be like, well, look, he's got to get a job. He's tried. He don't have a car. He needs a car. I said, it's called the bus line. There's no bus lines over here. I said, they move closer to a bus line. Well, that's not that easy. Every time, everything I said, it was shot down with an excuse.
Okay, yeah. So there's a thing, and I'm going to get into this comment we got. There's a thing we got that we call,
hey, baby.
You know how you go on a date now? And you put all your stuff up there, like the things that you compatible with you're looking for.
Right.
And then they start showing you these matches. But you looking at the matches and you like scroll. Because none of the matches, the stuff that you specifically put up there are what you want.
Right.
It's the same thing with the solution. You can get a solution to your problem, but because you don't like the solution, you say it's almost like you didn't get the solution, but you just put the problem out there, and then here's the solution. But you say, "Oh,
more than
I don't
one.
like that. I don't like that solution either. I don't like that solution either."
Yeah.
So it's like, it's exactly what you're saying. It's like,
so how do you uplift somebody?
Well, your job is already done. You know what I'm saying? The job is already done. You said what you needed to say.
Okay.
But when they come back to you, talk about trying to say, "Hey,
well,
you didn't really give me the opening." So, well, yes, I did. I told you exactly what you needed to do. You have all the resources,
you know what her
you
solution
chose
was?
not to do that.
I'm gonna just do a GoFundMe.
Yeah. So
well, you're on
anyway.
Facebook talking about me and my baby. You should be saying me and my baby daddy, and then see how many people help you. Because my thing is,
like you said,
guys, and take it how you want to take it. A man is supposed to be a man all day long. A man is supposed to be a man. And if you cannot be a man, you need to remove yourself from that situation because you're hindering her. Well, if you can't step up and help her, and at the end of the day, like I told her too, I was like, I have people that are willing to get him a job. They're willing to offer him a job. So how can I offer him something if everything I'm trying to give you, you keep shooting it down? Why he can't take it? Yeah, why you won't let him be a man?
Well, shoot, that comes with him too. It's like you know.
Well, he laid silent in the background.
You have to do what you got to do. I can't speak for that. It's
good morning.
As men, we get the solutions.
Right.
And we know what to do. And you get up. It's either you do or you don't. What I'm saying is either you do or you don't. Yeah. You know what to do. It's like I said, it's either you do or you don't. So I got a comment from Jay Candy. Good morning, my brother and song. Yeah, you should call in on the subject, dude. We talking about just uplifting people and the importance of uplifting people and stuff. But he said changing perspective is essential to personal gain, growth. It is because you can't look at everything. You can't look at everything just one-sided.
Exactly.
It's already two sides to everything. It's a negative and a positive.
Right.
And if you know how society is imbalanced. It's negative already. It's negative. There are positives, but most of the time in society, it's going to highlight the negative.
Right.
Like when you watch the news is like 85% negative. and the rest of it is a little sprinkle of
And
positivity.
people don't see
in it.
that, and it really is.
It is. It's like 85% negative. It's fear. It's all, and then after they get through showing you all that negative stuff, they want to sprinkle in something that's nice and
some little
that's
sprinkles
cool.
on top to make
We're
it
gonna
look
put a little
good.
Sprinkle something to make it look good.
Inside might not be good, but
So yeah. We got our first call today. All right.
good morning. Good morning. Who are we speaking with?
Oh, love.
That's my brother
What it
song.
do?
What's good, man? My brother
It's
song.
Jay Candy. You know what I'm talking about.
Already.
I was just calling. Blessings, peace, and blessings. Just calling to give my little 1-2 on the subject because I could definitely I can relate to what you guys are talking about. This is a great topic of discussion about uplifting individuals and one another. I can, Chosen know that I'm a very transparent guy, and I just wanted to drop a little gem that's saying that in real time, sometimes life hit us faster than direction, than faster than our thoughts, and faster than we can think about our next move. And I could say, for one, like, I'm in a really good space right now, thank God, because I bounced back. But in the latter part of last year, I was hit with a redirection and a change of perspective out of nowhere. I was hit with a whammy to where I have 5 children and a wife on the side. You know what I'm talking about? And I abruptly became homeless, living on the streets first, then living in a hotel for a little bit. And I can attest to the different forms of direction that you're left thinking about and trying to fend for the family. And I can say that as a man, being a leader and the head over a family, like, I used to think that, not all males are men, but when life is life the way as we know it, one day you can be a male, the next day you could be a man, and you can be demoted right back down to a male standard. You know what I'm saying? Because we as human beings, you know what I'm saying, we a lot of times in life when we're hit with fiery darts, we're lacking in direction of which way to go. And even when other people bring perspective, advice, and different wisdom, it don't always align up with what you got going on. So you're not always able to adhere to sound doctrine and wisdom. So I've been on the spectrum on both sides. And last year, what happened to me has never happened in all my years of living. And so being hit that big, it brought me down to a level of feeling with my confidence and my self esteem as a man at its lowest because of the fact that I had my children and my wife in a situation to where we was without a roof over our head. We had a car, a vehicle, gratefully, but as far as everything going on, we was hit hard, and I'm standing there with everybody looking at me. So it's like I'm speaking from personal experience that, yeah, man. I mean, it sound when you in that moment, it sounds good for people to give that type of advice to say, oh man, you can easily get out of there. You can do this, you can do that, you can do that. But it sometimes it's really not that easy. But at the same time, I always have a statement to where if I can't run, I'm gonna walk. If I can't walk, I'm gonna crawl. But I'm never gonna stop. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get reset to where God has to intervene, and it resets our go-tos to put us in position to seek him for direction, because it shows us that we don't control everything. we don't control everything, and we have to put him in control in order to be saved. And so, that's just my. I don't want to put too much sauce on it when they only got 4 nuggets. I just wanted to put my little 1-2 in there because from personal experience, I have been aligned on that side of the spectrum to where I was without direction. It came, and we, by God, the grace of God, we got out of that predicament, but it was hard. And as a man, it's harder because you're responsible over a woman and children.
Right.
And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Let me ask you this. I after talking with this young lady, I thought maybe I was a little bit hard on her. But my thing with her is I just feel like if you're in that situation and you got that little baby, that baby comes first. Your man's gonna have to step aside, because there's a lot of organizations that are empowered by women that will help other women and their children, but they're not gonna help you if you're with a man that's not helping you.
Right. And that's like I wouldn't say that you was too harsh because all wisdom is you have people that actually turn a blind eye and act like they don't see it all. So for you to be open enough to even spread some wisdom like that is a kudo moment. It's just that on the receiving end, every situation is different, and some guys, especially in our Black community, we've been conditioned with the mentality of lost direction, and for a lot of situations, it can make for an abusive man. Like, men become different animals in this type of space.
Right.
Some could be run away, some could leave and neglect the situation as a whole. Some can become addicted on drugs and stuff like that. Some have mental breakdowns. Some become abusive in the home and start physically and sexually abusing the woman and child.
Right.
Per se. This is how men become gangsters, because when you're looking for direction, you're looking at whatever's going to bring you peace. Sometimes it's a bottle, a joint, cigarettes, or game, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when you direct that energy to where it's supposed to be directed, you allow God to do his work when you yield yourself, but not everybody knows how to yield themselves to the right power. Not even, I learned this, not everybody even know how to seek after the resources that would help them get out of the situation.
Right.
So the wisdom that you tell them, like, yo, you can go here, you can seek help from there. Sometimes that don't even hit a person's mind, and just by you saying that gives them direction and could be help out of their situation.
Right. Because that was my purpose. My purpose wasn't to alienate him, but it was to wake him up and let him see what his purpose is. You can't sit by and watch your girl and your child suffer. That's selfish. I think that's absolutely selfish.
Right.
Well, I can't go because this is my girl and my baby. Well, you can't stay if you can't help them.
Right.
And I guess I'm old school. I'm 58 years old, and I think a little bit different. And I just feel like, and then my thing was, I kind of got upset because I'm like, okay, you don't want to lose your man, and that's cool. We're putting a hand out to tell you we can help him. Oh well, he don't have no way to get there. Oh well, he can't do that. Oh well, he can't do this. You're not letting this man be a man. Let him be a man. Sometimes our women are the problem. Not the man. Sometimes it's our women.
Enablers. Yeah, enablers. Like, sometimes as a man, when we're losing direction, when you go to a doctor, it hurts for a doctor to tell you that you have diabetes, or you're on the verge of having diabetes, or you're overweight or something like that. But ultimately, he's telling you that if you catch this now, if you change your diet, lose some weight, like, I'm an injured worker. You know what I'm saying? I had lost over 100 pounds, but before I lost that, my doctor, I was going through an immense amount of pain. She was telling me that, look, let me level with you. If you lose some weight, then your injuries will feel better. It probably won't go away. It will go away eventually, but if you lose some weight, then you'll get all that meat off them little bones.
Right.
Like that. So I was mad at first, but then I lost over 100 pounds, and I've been maintaining ever since. And I don't have the same pain that I used to have, but it hurt me to begin with. Sometimes feelings are hurt to ignite the purpose in your life, and you become the best beast. And you know, just because somebody make you mad enough to go get $1 million, and you use that anger, but you got your $1 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter what the motivation is as long as you're motivated.
Jay Candy, this is Malcolm. In other words, turn your pain into power.
Absolutely. Turn your pain into power and your power into prosperity. Now you got you a PPP.
There you go.
Yep.
Pain, power, and prosperity. We're going to use that.
For sure.
All right. I so appreciate you coming on here, and it's always great to have. That's why I think doing this show, me and Chosen, gives a perspective on a woman's perspective and a man's perspective, and I think that's important because I can look at things one way. I'm sensitive, you know, and how I feel about things will be different than how he does because men are your testosterone makes you a little different from us. So, you know. I want to thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate your call, bro.
Hey man, I love y'all, man. Appreciate you for
you right back, bro.
The little bit that I got to say.
All good. But yeah, man. I'm gonna have to get up with you soon, dude. Y'all have to go check out Jay Candy too, man. Jay Candy is another artist, wonderful composer. Wonderful composer, wonderful vocalist. Y'all gotta check him out.
Can you go ahead and let everybody know where they can find your music?
Yep.
Oh, shoot. You can find me on all social platforms, all streaming platforms at Jay Candy. Jay Candy. Candy.
Oh, love. Have a wonderful day, man. Bless you.
So if anybody else would like to chime in on that before we go to our next subject, I just, you know, I think that was a great topic today because sometimes we take for granted when somebody's trying to help us. Sometimes we look at it as an attack. You know what I'm saying? When people are trying to uplift you and help you and give you a word of encouragement, sometimes it can feel like an attack.
Mm-hmm. But I want to expound on the lighter side of that, though. Like, if you're able to give like the affirmation to somebody just to keep them going, you know, that you just never know what the impact that it'll have on not just that one person, but everybody else too. If you can do that to multiple people, right. So if more and more people were to start, you know, just uplifting each other, you know, that'll make for a better society. You just never know. Like power, you know, the power of life and death is in the tongue. So you get, you know, you like I said before, you just never know what somebody's going through, and just those words of encouragement, a word of encouragement, can just, you know, go a long way. And you know, we see a lot of this negativity. Arsenio had a comment up earlier when he was talking about the news. He said the news always be negative, and so I'm glad I'm not the only one other than Lyric that see that. You know, when you look at the news, like y'all just gotta check. You know, just think about it now. Like, how hard is it for you to say something nice to somebody?
Yeah. And you know what I was thinking today while you're talking is anybody that's alive, breathing has a purpose. You're supposed to be here. There are no such things as mistakes.
Nope.
If you are here, you have a purpose, find your purpose. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to look for it. Sometimes it's right in front of our faces, but find your purpose. Find something good to do for somebody else, and that will reciprocate.
Yep. It's something that you're supposed to do. Like at first, and I told y'all know Donnie Wilson that comes in on the show that listens a lot. You know, I talk to him. That's, like I said, that's my brother, dude. That's my big brother. Me and him talk a lot. And so what it is if you talk people up, It gives them the strength to go and pursue their purpose.
Right.
You know, you talk people like, hey, you supposed to be doing this. This is where I see your strong suits at and all that. I'm highlighting all your good and letting you know I might be telling you something about yourself that you don't see.
Right.
And then you look at yourself and then you're able to see that, and then you like, yeah, you know they're right. Let me go ahead and do that. Being somebody's emotional support human is what I've been called before. It's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? You want to always be able to benefit the whole. Most people want to benefit themselves. And I used to be like one of the persons that was like, let me see what I can get as far as how far can I get by doing this on my own. And you can't do it like that because people need people.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you gotta
now I never been the type of person to say that I want to get something for nothing, or I want to get more out of you. I want to get more out of you without giving more of myself. I ain't never been like that. But Donnie, he told me, he said when it benefits the whole, it's better. And I was like, yeah, you know what, you absolutely right. He put that in the words that I really wanted to say, but I didn't know the words at the time.
Right.
So if it benefits the whole, then it's that much more better. Because think about it. If I can eat and somebody else can eat, I got to worry about him having to go steal it from somebody else.
Right.
And that benefits the whole. So you have to find them solutions to make sure everybody good.
And people
it's not always about yourself. It ain't always about yourself.
And people don't understand is while you're helping somebody, that's helping you too. Okay. And then I just think that we'd be a better, I'm gonna say, community if we did things in unison, if we did things together. Like you have, it's like having a position. This is your position. This is my position. This is her position. This is his position. Yep. Everybody has a job to do to make the whole thing work.
To make the whole thing
and
work.
We just can't. It seems like we cannot link. It's hard for us to link. It's always missing. We're always missing at some point. Yep. But I'm telling you right now, our success or our downfall is going to be our own fault if we don't get it together. Mm-hmm. And that's the truth. And you know what? You can get yourself a circle, and that particular circle will grow long as everybody does their part. I'm looking for a circle. Anybody want to get in my circle? Let's do this. Because at the end of the day, if you don't work, we're going to move you out. If it doesn't work, we're going to move you out because we don't want no negativity. 2024, I want everything positive. Yeah. You know, I want everything positive. I have so many things I want to do this year, and I'm going to do them, you know? And hopefully while I'm exuberating everything I want to do, I can help somebody else along the way. Yeah. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Now, I ain't got to be the captain of the ship. Just let me be part of the crew. I don't have to be the captain. If it's not my role to be the captain of the ship, then that's cool. As long as we know that we are on the same destination to be greater. And then, you play your part. You do what you got to do.
Because if I eat, you eat.
That's it. Because if I eat, you eat. That's how it's supposed to be.
You know?
That's how it was intended. So that's why I say, it's already... in society, it's already a negative. The imbalance already tips the scale towards the negative. I mean, you think about all the stuff that you see. Look at the music we listen to. Most of the movies we look at. Some of the stuff you look at, there's more negative content out there. I won't even say just negative, but low vibrational content out there than there is high vibrational content.
I think having a mentor is a good thing. Miss Carlotta King was on here. I don't know if she's still on here, but I just have to send a shout out to her. When I was coming up, we had the Miss Black Expo pageant in Indiana, and I was one of the youngest participants to run.
She said amen for what you just said.
Thank you. I was one of the youngest participants to run. I was 17 years old at the time, and I won my chapter in Hammond, Indiana. And out of all the girls in state, I came in 4th in state. And that was an accomplishment. Even though I didn't win, it was an accomplishment because I was 2nd, 3rd runner-up amongst girls that were a lot older than me. And Miss Carlotta King installed a lot of things in me to make me a better person. And I may not have done everything she taught me, but I didn't forget it. And I think that's important because a lot of times don't forget it because somewhere down the line, you're going to need that.
Yo.
And I'm going to scoop it up and put it where it needs to go to fill it in.
Well, the good thing about it is whenever you embed stuff that's in you that people teach you, it might not come out when you want it to come out. It'll always come out whenever. It'll always show up at the time it's needed. So,
oh, we don't want to do that. Y'all stop.
Yeah, so it'll always come up at the time it's needed to come up. So you don't have to worry about that. If it's embedded in you, if it's instilled in you, it's gonna come out. Yup. So y'all, the number down here to call if y'all have anything that y'all want to say. The number is pinned in the comments. You know, we taking calls right now on this beautiful, gloomy day. I'll let you. Right now, the topic is the importance of uplifting people, and you know, that's how we rolling right now, man. That's how we doing it. You know, so I think the highlight of that now is just you just never know how infectious that can be when everybody get on one accord and just start speaking positivity, you know, positively to other people. Man, it'll be a beautiful thing when that whole balance, when everything can be balanced again.
And that's important. We got to have balance in anything you do. You got to have balance.
You got to have balance.
And you know what? With the uplifting, you got to have balance, and you got to have a team. You got to have a support system that encourages you, and a support system that shows you your negative bad points. Because sometimes we don't see it, and we need somebody else to show it to us.
Right.
And you can't get offended. Hey, work on it.
People need it. People need people.
People need people.
You can't. There's no way around it. That's the reason why. That's the reason why you don't know everything. I don't know everything, and you can't be intimidated by people that know more, or more experience. And you need to get around those people and start learning from those people. And you know, once again, you can't leave the encouragement aspect out of it either. You know, like I said, you never know what somebody going through. If the thing that come out your mouth is
be
positive,
careful how you talk to people too. You have to be careful how you talk to people. I'm a little abrasive, you know, and I have to work on that. What do we have? Yeah, you got to have a mentor. Yeah, having a mentor is very important. Miss Carlotta King is my mentor. I haven't spoken with her in a while, but I mean, she's in my head and in my heart all the time, especially when I'm making decisions. I've remembered what she taught me as a young girl, you know, and then other people in my life. My mother was my biggest supporter. Even in things that I had no business doing. She was my supporter because I felt like that was for me. So she wanted me to do it because if it wasn't going to work out, you know, but she was my biggest supporter. And my baby sister, she calls and she checks on me and she sees how I'm doing. And if I'm having a bad day or I feel a different way, oh no, it's, you know, I get encouragement from that. So, you know, sometimes you have to surround yourself with positivity. We have a caller. Good morning. This is the Morning Table Talk with Lyric and Chosen. Who am I speaking with, please?
Shout out to y'all, man. It's your boy Noonie Jr.
What's up, bro?
Not much, man. I just want to tell y'all, God bless y'all. Happy New Year. I hope y'all keep doing y'all thing, make all the money, eat all the gumbo, have all of the fun. You heard me?
Yeah.
Noonie, much love. This is Mal.
Much love.
Have you ever met Noonie?
I don't think so.
We know him. He does a lot of security in Houston at the events.
Oh, okay.
The underground events. Thank you for calling in, Noonie.
All right, then, fam.
All right. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thanks,
and that's uplifting, y'all. We appreciate that.
And that's it. Uplifting. It don't take much. That's encouragement.
Chime in on topic.
I guess he didn't have that much to say.
Let me see if I've never done this before. Let me see.
Yo.
Noonie, can you hear me? This is Malcolm.
Yes, sir.
Before we hung up, I allowed you to hang up before I asked my question. So I hope this doesn't bother you.
Okay, come on.
We have topics this morning from our host, and I wanted your input on the topic before we let you off the phone. I'm going to let them pose the questions to you before we let you go.
It was just talking about uplifting and, you know, just giving a kind word and affirmations to people, you know.
Yeah, so I think that kind words and uplifting people is important, because when you grow up in an environment where all you ever see is negativity, and all you're gonna think that you basically gonna think that your ceiling is only high as being a drug dealer, being a prostitute, being a pimp, being like something like that. So when I walk up to another black man or a black woman and I tell them, hey man, I've been seeing you do your thing, you really helped me out in this situation, you might give them fuel to keep going and keep striving. And a lot of people say, oh, that's not my business, but it is your business. Because if your community doing better, you doing better, everybody doing better, and we have a better outlook on life. If you ever go to different countries, different cities, different zip codes, you start seeing that the mentality is different. And so uplifting people is very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
Very important.
Absolutely. And thank you. And that's a good perspective, the way to look at it too, because you have people that are on the streets that are prostitutes and doing things like that because they feel like that's their only, that's their only choice.
Hey, because you got to understand, like, I grew up in New Orleans and I grew up in Houston, and like the parts of the cities that I grew up in, it's people out there that don't think that they could be a teacher. It's people out there that don't think that they can live without having a felony. It's people that think that I'm gonna have to stay strapped. I'm gonna have to walk. Every time I walk in the house, I gotta have my hand on my gun. Anybody speak to me, I gotta shoot them. I gotta stab them. I gotta run. Like that's their mentality.
Yes.
A lot of people don't understand it, but that's they've been through and what they have seen and what they had to encounter. You heard me?
Yeah, and that's another subject too, because some of that is mental health.
Yep.
Straight up.
So yes, absolutely.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
You want to ask him the second question?
Well, we're starting another topic right now, and it is, should you have relations in the workplace? Should that be allowed?
Because you gotta, I'm not saying it can't work. Like, people are crazy these days. Like, once you start the huffing and puffing with somebody, oh, I love you, baby. Oh, I gotta have, man, listen. It gets wild. You feel me? It gets really wild. But you gotta have to be a leader in the business world. The business world, you got to be able to stay focused. Relationships, huffing and puffing up on each other.
Right. Because my opinion is, I think no. I think anytime you're trying to run a business, you don't need that in the workplace. I think if they come in and they're already dating when they come in, that's one thing, but starting to fraternize, especially with somebody that's a higher rank than yourself, I think fraternizing with somebody that has to work for you is inappropriate. Big time inappropriate.
We used to when I was in the military, they had these high ranking officers.
Yes, me too.
We would go see this beautiful chick that just got out of boot camp. They would be young, dumb, and you know what, right? Then boom, he want to huff and puff all on her back. Next thing you know, she don't come to work. She 19 years old running the whole ship. Like, man, what's going on with this? I don't, it's crazy. It's wild out there. You cannot do that. You cannot do that.
Yeah. So I just think, as far as being a professional, and when you're dealing with professionalism, if you're in a business place, and even if they're the same level employees, like Malcolm had spoken earlier, and let's say a position's coming open and only one person can get that position, and you two are dating, and he thought he was getting it, but she gets it, now he's mad. You should have been dating him in the first place. I that's my belief.
Oh.
True story. But the people gonna do what they want to. People gonna do exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, but there has to be repercussions then. Consequences.
Yeah, you gotta be fine with the repercussions. You gotta understand the risk.
Yeah. And then, and if that is, because it's not a per diem in every workplace. Oh. So if it's something that when you start working at that job and they tell you can't fraternize, then you shouldn't. If they don't have any rules set up, then I think you should think for yourself and do your weigh out your pros and your cons.
Yeah. I got so many comments over here, man. There is so many people in favor of nope. Then yes, and I agree with you. But it's so much that come with that. Thank you so much for your call, Noonie. Thank you for your input, and have a wonderful day, bro.
Absolutely.
Keep on doing you,
man. For sure, man. Y'all be safe, man. Stay blessed. Happy New Year, and eat all the gumbo. Have all the fun that you can have. All right.
All right.
Thank you, Noonie, man.
All right then.
We have several comments coming in on Instagram,
Pull them
y'all. Super bad. Thank you for calling in. Excuse me. Thank you for tuning in, Super Bad, and supporting the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. She's on Instagram, and she says most people can't take constructive criticism.
Absolutely.
When you have checks and balances. Answer this.
You got it. If we miss your call, make sure and call back in. We try to take the calls and we try to get all the messages read. If we don't get to you, it's not because we didn't notice it or see it. It's just time consuming. And Super Bad, just give us a call in. I would love to hear what you have to say. The messages go by so fast sometimes we don't get to all of them. It says, as the old saying goes, never mix business with pleasure. I agree with that. And Arsenio says, no, you shouldn't have relationship at work, at a workplace. Work. If something happened between y'all and y'all get, what is it?
Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Okay. Good morning. This is Lyric and Chosen. How can we help you, baby? Oh, absolutely. Okay, come on. Okay.
Oh. Appreciate it.
Right. Well, what that means is if you're in the workplace and you're fraternizing and it's not allowed, repercussions means that whatever is set up in line as far as what the punishment is for you having that relationship, you could lose your job. That could be a repercussion to that, So yeah.
Either that or you get moved to another department or a lower department.
Especially when you it's still called fraternizing. Because what you're doing on the outside, they bring that inside. Like you said, if he started liking somebody else, that's coming to the workplace. Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
That's it. That's part of you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So even if it's not in the face of the people at the job, you already know what you're doing. So it's like you gonna feel some type of way.
And then too, I have to also say we can't pick who we love either, though. We can't. Right. It's hard. I think it's hard either way you look at it. Right. Yep. And sometimes you have to remove yourself from a situation or a job in order to either you have to make a choice. Do I want this job or do I want this relationship? I can go get another job, but this relationship is something that I don't want to, change or get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it.
Right. 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 Right.
Mhm.
Just a whole bunch of mess. That it just costs. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's either a no win or a win win.
And then you
One or
look
the
at
other.
that has tainted a lot of things, dog,
Yeah.
especially like in like Hollywood and in the industry.
Yeah.
Yo, you want
we
this
don't even
role?
talk
You know
about
what I'm saying?
that.
So
Music,
it
the music
goes-
industry,
it-
the movies, all of that. I
Yep.
mean, I think when you start fraternizing, that right there, and we know we've seen it, and we've seen it on talk shows, we've seen it, you know what I'm saying, on the news.
Yep.
Well, right. Those other checks don't get checked.
Yep.
Now, unless
Yeah.
that's your goal in the first place, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that be your goal in the first place. I'm single right now. I'm not looking to hook up with nobody. So my checks are going to be a little bit different. Yeah, but thank you. Absolutely.
Bad. Thank you.
Thank
Will
you.
do. Thank you. All right. Hey, I had a comment, dog. So Marcus said also piggybacking off of the work wife, with the work wife and the work husband. With the whole relationship.
That's different if you're
It's
married.
like, yeah, but still, dog, like that cause that tension too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but
it's
if
like,
you're
but-
married, sometimes you come as a team anyway. And if you're married, you ought to know how to work as a team. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, it goes that when you're talking about that, then I think you're gonna have to go into marriage and what a marriage is, you know, and what you expect from a marriage. Because in a marriage, there should be trust, there should be honesty, there should be communication. So if you're married and you're working in a workplace, there shouldn't be no problems. If somebody trying to holler at your man or your wife or your woman, then you know how to handle that because y'all together.
But you don't have to. But you don't necessarily have to be married to have a work wife.
Oh,
or
Lord.
work husband. You don't have to have. They could be
Well, you're
somebody
not gonna
that you
call me your work.
because
My
it's like
call
because
me
it's
a work
like.
wife if I ain't married to you. I'm sorry.
But I mean, shoot, because think about it. If you call somebody your work wife, the reason why you call somebody your work wife is because you see they behind almost every day, and that's you
that's
kind of
fraternizing.
but you see them every day, so it's like
seal on it.
nah. But that's what they did. They put a seal on it. They call it their work wife because think about it. You see them every day, and it's like
That sounds like some
so-
cheating stuff, though. That's my work wife, but I got a
My
wife
work
at
wife.
home.
that. Hey, I'm not saying that that's wrong either. I'm just saying you don't have to have a wife at home in order to have a work wife or work boy or work boo.
I ain't
'Cause you
going
see
for that.
him
Y'all
every day.
going for that?
Because
Because I
you
ain't
see them
going
every
for
day.
that one.
Now it can work both ways. That work wife husband thing work, but it definitely
well, wait
works
a minute. Wait
because
a
it
minute.
definitely works for what you're saying.
Because I got a
'Cause
BFF.
that's how it be. You
My
know what I'm
BFF is married, and his wife knows me. I know both of them.
Yeah.
And I'm probably the only woman she let him talk to.
saying?
That's like my BFF because she's know I'm not gonna cross that line.
But on the cool though, like man, like I guess a lot of people think that. I guess a lot of people feel like the workplace thing work because think about it. When you was in high school and stuff, you get your girlfriends and stuff. Uh, so you get you the high school makes it feel natural because when you have your little high school boo, whatever, y'all be on the phone and you can't wait to see them the next day because they're gonna be there because y'all in high school. And it's like that. So when you get to the workplace, it's the same thing. You're gonna see them, but the thing about it is the difference is now this is where you making your livelihood. You know what I'm saying? It really don't fool with you that much whenever you in high school. Not it doesn't have a bigger effect, but it feels safe because it reminds you of a time when things were simpler.
Right.
And so whenever you start talking to somebody over there at the job, it's like it's a little more serious. You're supposed to be a lot more immature. You're supposed to be a lot more mature, but it's a lot more at risk, which is the reason why I say you should not date nobody at your job. I did it before. I'll never do that ish again, dog. Like for real, like you sit no, you go and you talk to them. And me and this person, we split. Like I'm a real understanding dude. Like I'm like this. If you at any point this ain't what you trying to do no more, just tell me. Just let me know that ain't what you trying to do. I ain't finna leave no notes on your car. I ain't finna leave no notes on your car.
That's a stalker.
I ain't finna text you every day talking about why. Nah, if this ain't what you got your reasons, you ain't even gotta explain it to me. But I'll tell you like this though. It's one thing when you all in this person's face and y'all googly eyed in 1 minute, and when y'all cut it off, they act like they don't know you at all. It's like, wait a minute, you checking your pulse to see if you dead. Like,
right.
Like it's like I understand saying we cut it off, but just like cut it off like you don't even know me no more. Like that's kind of creepy. So
yeah,
and maybe you did it for your personal, maybe that's what worked for you. Everybody got feelings. So, if you feel some type of way, and then if your heart broke or whatever, and you can't perform your job duties to the best of your ability because you know that when you go on your break, you got to walk past this person, see this person, and it's having an effect on you, and they're there every day. So, and once again, everybody's different. Some people, it take longer for them to get over certain things than it takes others.
Some ain't gonna never get over.
So some might never get over it. And if you at the workplace, you're not just affecting yourself, you're affecting the people around you.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
that bad energy.
And then you be over there, catch me out.
So you over there causing problems. Look at you.
Let me catch you outside. Like, nah, what you mean causing problems? I ain't causing no problems. I be like, I'm on that. I told you, I'm not finna sit up here and be tripping off of it if you ain't want to do something. Now I learned that. I learned that before I graduated. Like it ain't even the. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to sound like I don't have feelings and I don't hurt. I do. It's just that I understand what's more important, And that's it. And I don't think that you should do that. It sound good. It's cool. It sound fun and inviting, but yeah, it's too many repercussions and cons that go with it. Yeah. Especially if you sit up there and talk and you hear somebody say, "Oh, well, you was talking to them? Well, they was talking to such and such the other day." And then you don't know if they was talking to somebody else before then. And then you start talking to them. You probably tried to keep it under wraps, but it got out. And then such and such looking at you all upside your head. You're like, the heck this dude been looking at me like this for? Like, I don't know you. Yeah, but you know somebody that they know. Now you getting their cookies, the cookies they used to get. The cookies they used to get, you getting them. And now they looking at you.
I got banana pudding.
It's a whole mess, dog. Like it's a mess. And don't get.
I ain't got no cookies no more.
And don't get with somebody that I have to say this from from seeing a female, like just from seeing a woman do this stuff. Now, don't get one of them women that's on the I wish it would mentality, dog. Because she don't care where she at. She don't care where she at. And you do something on the outside of that, you cheating on the outside of that, and y'all got this work relationship going, and she find out about it.
It's coming out wherever you at.
Up the spot.
It's coming out wherever you at.
And look, it ain't finna be pretty because y'all both probably finna lose y'all job.
Yep. Over what?
Over because some stuff that wasn't supposed to happen. What was that little old song? You about to lose your job. You about
I ain't
to
heard
lose your
that.
job. But I think it was that one on that bus, and that bus driver had hit that girl or something like that. And he punched the crap out that boy. He Mortal Kombat the crap out that girl. You about to lose your job. She was like, oh man. But yeah, you can sit up there and do. I promise you, I ain't doing that ever again.
Well, I ain't doing it.
I ain't doing it ever again. You just
I'm for the whole year 2024. I'm giving notice. I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want none of that. I'm not doing that. So if I holler at you, know that I'm probably hollering at somebody else too. I'm gonna just put it out there.
All right, that's another topic for
I'm gonna put it out there. We'll talk about that Thursday.
We'll talk about that. So,
but
yeah, man, that workplace thing. It's like I said. Well, Malcolm I think Malcolm got a comment.
My friend said you graduated from cookies. I did, Shelly. No more cookies. It's banana pudding.
What we got, Malcolm?
Superbad says she cannot call in. She's tuned in on Instagram as well. She's been commenting. She's the main commenter on Instagram. I don't want to ignore her. She's obviously at work or something.
Yeah, we don't
want to call in. So she started up above and she said it never works. It like the old saying says, don't ish where you eat. Don't ish where you eat. She says someone is talking about things. She's glad someone is talking about these things because it's not common these days. She's talking about the uplifting part.
Yeah.
Right.
She
it's not.
Commented also, that's why he's always been my boy. She was commenting when Noonie was calling in.
Yeah.
She said, that's why he's always been my boy, always positive and honest. She says, y'all be patient with me. As the old saying goes, never mix business with pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Official Rated R, before he called in, he said exactly, I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I missed these comments. I'm going back and forth to different platforms trying to keep up with y'all. Superbad says relationships, feelings, aka emotions get involved. Most people are not emotionally intelligent and can overflow into work.
She nailed that one.
Especially when things go bad in a relationship. Have mercy, help me. Yeah, I can attest to this one myself. It's different if you are, it's different if you are in a relationship first and start a business together.
Right.
Even then, put a contract in place that covers these possible situations.
Smart.
She says she can't call in right now. She'll try to call in later. And that is the last comment. Thank you.
Thank you, Superbad. I appreciate that. I was reading the comments. I did see them. So you were not ignored, my sister. So I appreciate that. Thank you so very much for your comments. And like I said, we have to have perspective comes in all directions.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of times I can say something, Chosen can say something, and Malcolm can say something, but we all need to be able to, come on the same page, bring it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenio, no, you shouldn't have relationships at work. It's not going to work. If something happened between y'all and y'all get into it, going to tell the boss and you going to be fired.
Hey, you're fired.
I'm gonna, before I hand the microphone back to Chosen and Lyric, I have to say what I said off camera to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best. Anybody who follows me or Real Talk 100 Radio, I'm going to tag Chosen and Lyric as well. Movie. I just watched it last night.
What is it?
Working the Work. I forgot. I'm going to have to go home and look at my history on Netflix.
All right.
But it's on Netflix and it's about this subject.
Yeah.
Where a couple are together secretly at work. They're not allowed by the company to fraternize.
Right.
To sleep with each other, see each other, whatever. They are doing it as soon as the movie come on, but they have to keep it secret.
Okay.
Well, at some point it gets toxic. It gets toxic and it boils over into the workplace over a job position.
Okay.
They were both competing for the same job position in a Fortune 500 company, let's just say, and the woman got the position over him. And that's when it became toxic. It boiled over into the workplace. I'll tag y'all in it.
Yes, I want to see that.
As soon as I get home.
I have to watch it after I do my Yellowstone because y'all know my Yellowstone is it.
Yeah. No.
And I'm telling right now, anybody that can get in touch with Rip, I love you, Rip. That's a sexy white boy.
Everybody like Rip. Jennifer Holloway says good morning.
What's up,
I'm not sure if she's in her office, but she says good morning.
She's on me too.
Arsenio came back and said, don't mix business with pleasure. Just making sure. If you guys, I love the comments. This is the Table Talk Morning Show. I'm going to put the flyer up right quick before I hand the microphone back to the host of the show. We want y'all to tune in every Monday and Thursday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. There's the official flyer. The hosts are right here. If you are tuned in right now, please feel free to call in at the number that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, 832-560-2885. Back to the show.
And please call in. I love it when you guys call in. It makes it more personal.
Yeah.
You know, and well, we talked about that. And my thing is, I want to talk about family. I think we'll end this with family, just some brief things about family. And, you know, my thing is our family was big. My mom was the second oldest of 17, one set of twins.
Dang.
So our
17.
Yes.
I thought my dad's family was 13 kids. I thought.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, my mom's oldest sister, my Aunt Verta, had 13 kids.
Yeah, I lost count, dog.
She had 13.
We my family big, dog. We gotta have 2 family reunions. Yeah, it's one family reunion in East Texas and another one in Fresno, California.
Reunions. We haven't had a family reunion in so long. And some of y'all are watching me on here. We need to have a family reunion. Somebody, this is January. We could have one by July. It's not hard to do. We need to get together. Family is everything to me. Yeah. Everything to me. And my family always comes first. So, you know, my kids, my sisters and brothers, aunts and uncles, cousins, and my cousins know I love y'all. You know, I met some of my cousins just last year. Last year I lost my aunt who was like my mama, and met some of my cousins for the second and third time. I hadn't seen them in years. Yeah. And that feeling is so good when you're around your blood, you know? So just a shout out to my family. I love y'all. Family first, always. Gotta have a family reunion. Maybe we're gonna have a blended family reunion. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to do that. But hey, anybody want to talk about family and family first? Let's do that. We got about 10 minutes left.
I hate how families fall apart.
Yeah.
Our grandmother passed away last year in my family.
That was your glue.
At 103 years old. And she was always the glue. Everybody came to her house and had family reunion. Since she's passed away, everybody's fighting over. And please, family, I'm not trying to give up too much of my family business, but you know, she passed away. Now everybody's at each other's throat. Yeah. And I'm just like, wow, we just had a family reunion for Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Oh, wow.
I'm so mixed up in the head, but it's usually everybody goes to Fort Worth.
Right.
That's where the family was born and raised.
Right.
But now everybody's scattered. So now that she's gone, my auntie had it at her house in Houston.
Where? In Houston?
In Houston. And everybody from, I don't want to say too much of the family business. Yeah. But it's so fractured. The family's so fractured now. Most of our family didn't come.
Well, sometimes familiarity, and because the grandmother is gone, I think they should have had it in Dallas. If that's what grandma always had it, I would have had it in Dallas to get a perspective. Yeah. So you could have sat down as a family and said, okay, we had it here this year. Mama's gone, so this is what we're going to start doing. Everybody pick up somebody for this year, somebody next year, somebody the year after that, because that's what we had to do. My great-grandmother was 100 years old when she passed, and everything was done in Indiana or Chicago because that's where she was. But once she left, I didn't mind going back home. I liked going back home. And our family, I don't think we fight like that. You know, really, I don't think we fight like that. I just think that we don't talk like we used to. Yeah. You know, we're not as, I don't want to say close, but we just don't talk like we used to. We had a common interest at one point, which was my grandmother and my great-grandmother, you know, and then my aunt and my mom. But now that they're gone, you know, I think we ought to put our focus, like my Aunt Savannah, you are the leader of this family now. So I think we're going to have to focus on my Aunt Savannah, you know, and then, you know, go to her and come up with an understanding and a place to meet in. That's law. That's what we're going to do. You know, somebody has to lead. You got to have a leader. You can't have too many chiefs, so you're not going to have a good tribe. Your tribe is always going to fight.
Yep. I agree with that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all want to do something in Chicago or Indiana or Atlanta? Let's go. I got 2 families. I got the White side and then I got the Simmons side. So I have 2 families and I love all of you guys.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about family on the next go round.
Yeah, we'll trickle on to family. We can trickle on to it.
But
That way I can
y'all,
write some things
y'all,
down.
y'all done. Y'all don't have nothing else to say about this workplace fraternizing relationship, workplace and stuff. Like when it's good is like when it's good is good. When it's bad, it's like all the way bad. Now, like you know, if somebody know that that's who they with, and this, and nobody saying nothing bad about it, and then they got but you always gonna have haters. It's not gonna work. Even when you think it's good, it's not gonna work. Even if people know about y'all, it ain't gonna work. That's my opinion. That's my 2 cents.
I guess I'll chime in on it. I didn't think I had a old relationship, and she was what I considered to be a genius in business, and her ex-husband was, making 6 figures and like 800,000 a year, something like that. And when they split is when we met. So I'm thinking, man, she had a hell of a mentor. I'm at his house all the time. We're swimming together and partying together, talking to each other and whatever. And so I'm thinking, man, this is perfect. She had a mentor who's successful. Hey, let's go into business together. And she told me that this was 15 or so years ago. No. And I'm like, why? We both got focus. We both got drive. We both got determination. We both want to be successful. And she's like, that's something I'll never do again. I did that with him, and we're divorced. I'm sitting at my ex's house right now, still his employee, with my boyfriend. Come on. It didn't work. Why should I do that again? So now, fast forward to 2024, I see what she meant. It's hard. It's hard. It's very, very difficult to be in a relationship, married or other, and maintain business. It's hard. You're always butting heads. One might be conservative. One might be
a little more outgoing,
and aggressive, wanting to take more chances or risks, calculated risks. So you're butting heads on that. It's always something. If it's not work related, it's home related. And then, like I said with the movie, sometimes it boils over into the workplace. So I'm not saying I would never do it again, but it is hard for anybody who's considering it. Very hard. I'm in the situation right now, and it's difficult to do that.
Yeah, it is. It's difficult.
As far as uplifting others, I do my best to do that daily.
Yeah, it take less energy, dog. It don't take nothing from you to uplift others to say something like that. Don't cost nothing, but it make you feel better. Plus it helps. It benefits the whole. And that's what you want to do. You want to benefit the whole.
Exactly.
And I got Shelly on here. She says, depends on the maturity of both individuals. She says, sometimes you deal with the person, such as myself, she said, who prides herself on with dealing with like-minded individuals. Mm-hmm. Sometimes she says, if you're dealing with a like-minded individual, it may not be as much as an issue.
If you're dealing with like-minded,
it depends. Some people say that it's. I heard it where some people say that that it's good. I actually know a couple that I work with, and they actually got married. So it's actually 2 couples that I work with. They actually.
That's why I say you can't pick who you love.
Right.
Usually,
you can't pick who you love, but then you have to see what. Then again, they might. But then where I work at, it's real dispersed. So you can still be there, but not see them every day because you can work in 2 different departments. But I think being somewhere when you see them every day, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
I don't think that when you meet them at the job and you start talking to them at the job, I think that's when it really poses a problem.
Yeah.
But like before you was at the job and y'all was already together and y'all wound up working at the same place, and then y'all like, because y'all seen where y'all could use that as a resource to make y'all life better, then
because when I worked for the World Affair Department, I always had guys hitting on me, but I knew what my position was.
Yeah.
And I knew that I didn't want to deal with that.
But as for
You
me,
know, I
just
would
do it.
I would do the flirting and all of that, but it would never go any further.
Yeah.
And especially my boss. My boss was humping everything. And when I saw that, I knew, yeah, I can't do that. You know, that won't be a notch on your belt. Let me see your belt. How many notches you got?
I ain't got no notches. I gotta wear another belt for that. Yeah, I got a whole nother belt for that. Dog.
Yep. So
Suffice
you know,
to say, dog.
I just think that if some of you out there are thinking about it, or you are in that kind of relationship, be careful. Try what is it? Tread lightly.
Tread lightly. Yep.
So just be
That's
careful.
it. That's what I would say. Tread lightly.
Thank you for tuning in, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you, Miss Kimberly Edison Wise. Thank you, Mr. Arthur Rodriguez. Thank you, Mr. Richie Neville. If you have any business, any business, music, events coming up, you're more than welcome to post them in the comments, whether you're watching us live on either platform. Post your links in the comments. This is the flyer, and these are our hosts. We have Lyric on the right, and we have Chosen on the left. I'm not ending the show. I just wanted I have people steady tuning in. I wanted them to know exactly what they're watching.
Yes.
Today. Go back to the show.
We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Shelly. Miss Carlotta, I love you so much. I got so much respect for you. Thank you, Jennifer, Ken, and Trina. Everybody that comes in on my live, even if you don't get a chance to stay. Arsenio, thank you. Marcus, thank you. Those of you that tune in, even if if you don't get a chance to stay the whole show, I want to tell you how much I appreciate it. It means a lot to us here.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Make sure you share, make sure you keep supporting us. We're not going to stop doing this. If I get one person looking at me in a day, it's good. I got that one person. I don't have a problem with that. So
that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. So my thing is, I don't look for numbers like that. I look for progress and who we can touch with this. So share and tag somebody. This message may have been for somebody that didn't get a chance to watch us today. So if you can take this video and tag it and let it be aware on Mondays and Thursdays, 9 to 11. Yep. Today was a really bad day out, so we got started kind of late. But Mondays and Thursdays, 9 to 11, you will see myself, Lyric, and my host partner, Chosen, every Monday, every Thursday. And if I can't make it, he's got my back. And if he can't make it, I got his. So we doing it that way.
All right.
Chosen and Lyric, you don't have to end now unless you have to leave.
I do. I have surgery tomorrow.
Okay.
I have surgery tomorrow. I'm going under the knife.
Okay.
So I may not make it Thursday. If I don't, you're gonna have.
You already know what.
I'll let you know for sure, though.
You already.
But I got pre-op today, so I got to go get ready for my pre-op, and then I got surgery tomorrow. So.
Okay. Well, our prayers are with you.
Please keep me in your prayers. Thank you.
Just wanted to put that out there. If y'all wanted to stay later, you could, but I do understand.
Yeah.
Great show, y'all. You're watching the replay. Please continue sharing the video worldwide. This is a show that will be on every Monday morning and every Thursday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Yes, indeed.
And we want you to tune in. If you're just now tuning in late, the topic of the day, we had two topics. One topic was relationships in the workplace. Yes or no? That was one of the questions. You're more than welcome to continue to comment or call in comment next week, because they do a lot of rehashes.
Right.
Yeah, we do rehashes.
We do.
So if you miss one show and you listen, and I'm telling you, and we want to try to make this. We want to make this where it's accessible especially for the people that really tap in. The recurrent people that tap into all the time. Like, send us your ideas for topics. This ain't just about us. It's about the whole, man, to benefit the whole. So,
and we're inviting everybody to call in. Sometimes we may have to cut you short because we have a lot of callers. Yeah. And all I want, just make sure you call, get your point across so that we understand what your view on whatever we're talking about is, because we want to get that out there. Yep. And we want to tell you we appreciate you. We absolutely appreciate you. Thank you.
I just want to make sure that y'all know that things that go around the city, we'll let y'all know some stuff about that too. Catch Us While it's brand new. Because the more traction that it pick up, You know, we might not be able to have these 20-minute conversations with one caller. You know, you might wind up having to get your 3 minutes in, and then that'd be it. So while it's new, you got to take advantage of that.
Shelly got one, and this is personal. Adoptive versus biological families.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one. We can.
And I just seen something on Yellowstone about that.
Oh, yeah.
So adopted versus biological families. We will bring that up.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
That will most definitely be a topic.
Topic that we can talk about too, man.
Because somebody out there needs to know their position and what they should do, or help give them some kind of guidance. You know what I'm saying?
So that being said, man, I mean, y'all have a wonderful day. Stay dry, and on your way home from your commute to your job, man, be safe. Drive for you and the other people, because some people out here can't drive. So you know how that goes. Just be careful. Have a wonderful day, man. May peace and prosperity follow you for the rest of your days.
Absolutely.
All right.
Chosen. Introduce your song. We played it at the beginning of the show.
Okay. The song that he just played early in the beginning of the show was called Elevate. It was a video out for Elevate, as you saw this morning. I have music on my link tree. I think you put my Instagram information up on the screen, and if you can go on my Instagram and you follow me, give me a follow on Instagram, you can see everything that I've done thus far. I got more that I'm getting ready to do. I appreciate all feedback. I appreciate the follows. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the comment. Please comment. Please subscribe. Please share. Tell your friends about me. It's just not just for the music. I act a little bit too. I got a couple movies out on Tubi, and got a couple movies out on Tubi. One is already out. One is about to be out. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that too. But as far as the music, I am the chosen. I am the chosen on Instagram, man. IAMTHACHOZ #1N. If you follow me, show some love. I greatly appreciate that. You can talk to me. I'll talk right back.
He about to be famous, y'all. When we go on this cruise, I'm about to blow him out the water. We're going to be filming everything. We're going to be on here filming. We're going to get that together so that while we're out of town on that Monday and Thursday, we can still do our live.
For sure.
Yeah. As long as we're not on an excursion.
Mm-hmm. If we're on an excursion, dog, I'm finna be MIA.
Me too. I'm going to that all-adult beach.
Yeah, we know you can't wait to get to that. I know you can. You've been talking about.
I'm going to that all-adult beach.
She on
so I can do my shoestrings and dental floss. Y'all remember them? Look, y'all remember them wide shoestrings like this? I'm gonna get it so it just cover the nipple.
If y'all in Jamaica,
shoestrings and dental floss.
If anybody gonna be in Jamaica, the woman gonna be illegal. I'm giving you fair warning. Oh man, I'm giving you fair warning. Hey, this has been another edition. This has been another edition of Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We're gonna conclude the show, everybody, with Elevate by music artist Chosen. He's one of your hosts right here in the middle of the screen, everybody. We're gonna please, as we're playing the video, please hit that tap that love or like button. Hey, even if you hate it, if you hate the song, hey, we want that too.
Yeah,
hey,
let us know what you don't like.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, let me know what y'all don't like.
But you better not, because he's a great artist.
Y'all have a great artist.
Yeah. Great artist.
I take constructive criticism, dog.
There you go. Here's the song Elevate by Chosen. Hit that love or like button 1,000,000 times for him. This is one of his best songs. Bye-bye. Happy Monday, everybody.
Peace.
Hey, Chosen, Big Red, got good news, man. I need you to come by the office. Ready to go to that next level? Let's elevate, man.
Let me take you up. Yeah. Ooh. You say you don't believe in love. Can't fool me, baby, I know you. I can sense your need for love. Even after all that we've been through, take my hand, allow me to lead the way from a dark bitter night to a brighter day. Take a chance and see you and I could be the dream turn reality. Always been a ride or die. Imagine you and me against the world. You know you can't deny it was meant for you to be my girl. There's a time and place for you to be. Right now it's here next to me. Don't need to worry, you are safe as can be. Yeah. Roll with me, let's elevate. Let me take away the pain and hold you near. Long as I got you, lady, have no fear. Ooh, let go of the past. It'll only hold us back, and ain't nobody got time for that. You to fall in love with me, that'd be far from a big mistake. No doubt in my mind, be the best decision you could make. They didn't see what I see in you, or adore you like I do. No need to worry, you are safe with me. Why don't you, yeah. Roll with me, let's elevate. Roll with me, let's elevate. Let me take away the pain and hold you near. Long as I got you, I got you. Let go of the past. It'll only hold us back, and ain't nobody got time for that. Whoa, yeah. Roll with me, let's elevate. Roll with me, let's elevate. Let me take away the pain and hold you near. Long as I got you, lady, have no fear. Let go of the past. It'll only hold us back, and ain't nobody got time for that. Roll with me, let's elevate, elevate. Ooh, let go of the past. It'll only hold us back, and ain't nobody got time for that. Roll with me, let's elevate. Let me take away the pain and hold you near. Long as I got you, lady, have no fear. Ooh, let go of the past. It'll only hold us back, and ain't nobody got time for that. You to fall in love with me, that'd be far from a big mistake. No doubt in my mind, be the best decision you could make. They didn't see what I see in you, or adore you like I do. No need to worry, you are safe with me. Why don't you, yeah. Roll with me, let's elevate. Roll with me, let's elevate. Let me take away the pain and hold you near. Long as I got you, I got you. Time for that. Roll with me, let's elevate, elevate.
All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Here's Lyric to close out the show.
All right, y'all. You see, I'm kind of warm up in here because it's cold and raining outside. Everybody stay safe. Thank you again for tuning in. I love you guys. Make sure you're back here on Thursday because I will be. Peace.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Lyric. Thank you. Thank you for closing out the show. Thank y'all. If you're in H-Town, y'all stay safe on these wet, nasty roads. It is terrible outside. We'll see y'all Thursday morning for more Table Talk on Real Talk 100 Radio. Bye-bye, everybody.